Okay, this is actually what we're going to do today. We're going to use the spreadsheet to type up our table of data, and then we're going to graph it. Okay, so this is how it should look. Yours probably would look a little bit different because your data was a little bit different. So I'll show you how I did this. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and I'll start afresh. So the first thing we'll do is create our table. So I need to put the time and include minutes and also temperature. Okay, and the units for temperature. I'm going to select those. So if I click and drag and select, and I want them, I think they're already bolded. Okay, so that's bolded, so that's fine. And I might just click and drag that a little bit so it fits in a little bit better. So we're going to enter the data, but a little trick for you. So if you had to include here 0 up to type in here 0 to say 100 minutes or something, it would take you forever. So a trick to do is you click on the first number, then on the next one in sequence, it's going up by 1, click and drag, then put the cursor over this corner here and drag it down until you get to about here, about the 12th row, and let go. Okay, so now it's actually put the numbers in for us. Okay, so here I'm going to enter the data that I've collected in the past. Yours, as I mentioned, will be different, or it might be very similar. Okay, so I just got to, as I type it, I've just got to double check it to make sure I don't make any mistakes, and whoever you're working with, just double check that you've got the right information. Okay, before we graph, I think I'll just show you how to put a nice border around. We've got these options here, but we'll choose all borders, and now we've got border. Okay, so we now will click and drag to select all the data, go up to insert, click, go down to chart. Okay, and this isn't the type of chart we want. We'll actually change that in a minute. Okay, let's change it now. Go over to charts and go to line, and then click on this first one, line chart, not any of these others, just this top one. Okay, so we need to change a few things because we don't want this line here. So I'll show you how to get rid of that. It's just this data here. And then we'll put a heading and a title for our axes as well. So go back to start. And if you choose use column A as labels, okay, that fixes it. So it gets rid of that other line and it puts the values for the time across here. Even though it's in funny steps, don't worry about that. And then it's using row, the first row with the headers. That's got the time in it and the temperature, so that's why that's here. If I unclick that, that disappears, so I'm happy with that. Include that. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go across one. We've done that, so we've got the right chart we're after. Now let's customize it. Okay, so I've chose the customize tag. I'm going to change the title first. So if I find the title here, and I'll call it heating water. Okay, if I press enter, it changes it here. So next thing I want to do is change this horizontal axis title. So I scroll down until I find axis horizontal, and I select all of that, and I type in time and include my minutes, whoops, and enter, and it changes it here. Okay, so let's go down a little bit. Actually, while we're here, grid lines, these are these lines here, and along this axis here, it's got major grid lines 5. I'm just going to see if I change that to maybe 2, no. If I change it auto, okay, I like auto because it gives us this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a bit closer, and I think minor, I don't know what this will do. Minor 2. Okay, no, that's a bit odd. We don't want that. Okay, so just leave auto on the major. Okay, so scroll down to series, okay, here, and this is related to the data points here, our temperature. So I might thin out the line a little bit. I like it a little bit thinner. I think it's a bit neater. And the point size, well, I can't see the points. Here they are if I scroll, but I like to see points. So I like to see where students have recorded their data, where the data belongs. So we're going to change this point size, try it on 2. Okay, we've got, that's nice and neat too. So there's our little points there. Okay, and that's all we need to change. So I just need to go insert, and here's my graph, and I'll just wait for the hand to show, and I'll drag it across. So now I can see my table of data and my graph together.